Hello, my name is David Dionne. This speech is for my professional communications class. It's a problem-solving speech, and today I'd like to address a problem that's been ongoing at my workplace. Uh, we've been having an increase of slip and fall accidents, um, mostly due for because of the snowfall, um, the removal, and it's becoming an issue where, as a property manager, we have to worry about the liabilities that come with possible lawsuits stemming from the injuries that our tenants are having. The problem is, in the last 2 weeks, we've had, X amount of falls, X being 10, and we'd like to be uh, a lot lower at, zero. Zero would be the goal here. Um, and the way that really what we're trying to avoid is um, injuries, um, not only to the tenant but to our bottom line, um, so that we can operate and continue to operate and provide a safe and habitable environment for our tenants. Um, One of the problems is that in our property, we have over 80 units that are for the elderly population, and with the elderly, uh, it's no it's known really that they are early risers. They go to bed early, they wake up early, and so uh, they're on the road. They're going to get coffee. They're going uh, to get their paper. Um, they're running their errands earlier, and they're going to bed later. And where we work, um, our maintenance staff is on call most of the time, but they their normal schedule is usually at 7 or 8 in the morning, and they leave sometime around 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. Um, and where the problem is that most elderly are up at 5 in the morning and they're out on the road, 6:30, 7. Um, so the problem is how do we mesh the snow removal to make it work, and in a way where it's beneficial for us as a housing authority and for the tenant, um, who gets up early. Uh, One solution is to have the maintenance staff come in a little bit earlier, whether it be 4, 4:30, 5 o'clock, to come in and do the cleanup, and then to put the salt down. Uh, this would help, reduce quite a few injuries, because the snow will not only be removed, but the salt will have had time to have its chemical reaction and reduce the amount of black ice and slippery surfaces for the people to slip on. Um, Another solution would be to put up signs on our property that state that the tenant is going to be liable for their actions. Really, there's no reason for a tenant really to leave the house that early, when the snow removal hasn't even been done, to go get a paper or a cup of coffee. Uh, if you can hold off um, until the snow removal is complete, um, then you save the risk of falling down and being injured. Um, another thing that we could do to prevent or to reduce, bring down the injuries, would be to uh, it would be really just to inform the public. Tell the tenants, listen, this is what we're going to be doing. Um, this is how we're going to operate. If you could please wait, or just be, observant to our signage, and to the weather conditions, and to look for the black ice. This is how you protect yourself. This would be an all-around win-win situation for both sides, because it would save them a trip to the hospital, uh, a trip to the lawyer's office if that's the route they were going to take. Um, you know, and on our side, it would keep the liability down. The potential for lawsuits, the costs. Um, well, and the maintenance staff might say, well, I don't want to come in that early. Um, but ultimately, it's up to the director and how he feels. And I think it would take one person to fall and really hurt themselves, and we have a potential for a costly lawsuit, and I think it'd be smarter to control that risk, um, and make it a safe place for all of us. This concludes my problem-solving speech. I hope I've offered some viable alternatives, as well as ways to reduce the risk to the housing authority and to the tenant. Thank you.